Welcome here to Aquatic for the late game between the Forest Renegades and the Redbacks, two top teams in our first grade minor league. Adam Sharman on the mound, pitching to Todd Eisenhower, the lead-off batter for the Redbacks. That ball's called up. Redbacks will be looking to get a win over the Renegades and finish their ruin the Renegades' undefeated season. There's a foul ball. So 2 strikes on Eisenhower. Got 3 Eisenhowers in the lineup today. Todd Eisenhower will be leading off and pitching. We got Matt Eisenhower catching, and we got Luke Eisenhower at third base. Could get slightly confusing. We just had word come through that the Manly Eagles second grade side has had a 6-all draw with the Canterbury Vikings. Great strike out there from Adam Sharman, painting the corners on the outside, starting the game as he has finished so many this season. Sharman plays for Petersham in the Sydney Winter Baseball League. Came and played in our Manly Warringah minor league last winter, enjoyed it so much, he thought he'd play summer ball. Starts Pete Fathers out with a strike. He's also an under-9 T-ball coach for the Forest Club with his brother Shane's team. No. For the Renegades today, we got Jeremy Markham at first base, Imran Khan at second, Xavier Horsley at shortstop, and Ben Smith at third. As Fathers pops that one foul, Markham rams around, but that will be a foul ball. Jeremy Markham looked like he was running in quicksand out there trying to get back to that ball. Doesn't get any easier when you're over 35. One ball, 2 strikes on Fathers. Just to finish that lineup, we got Sean Elliott in left field, with Jake Campbell in centre field, and Sean Shivers in right field. It's a beautiful pitch there from Sharman as he wastes Pete Fathers, and that's 2 out. Up to bat now, the shortstop, James Wolfe. And he puts that one in play on the left side. Horsley comes up throwing and makes the play at first, and that's a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Renegades, just what they'd be looking for as we head into the middle of the first inning, 0-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the first. Xavier Horsley up to bat. Todd Eisenhower on the mound. And Horsley puts the first ball in play. Fantastic. I don't know what Horsley was doing. He looked like he was about to round for second, but the first baseman picked the ball up. But that's a single to first base. Aaron Stevenson with some great range there to pick that one up. You would have seen it if I switched cameras.
Still learning.
Still learning. Rookie. So Horsley has wheels to burn at first. Can't imagine he'll be staying put. Eisenhower checks. And Khan has watched the first ball straight down the pipe. Horsley hasn't moved. Don't think Khan will be super pumped about that. Horsley, decent lead. And the ball's in play, and this is exactly why Horsley should have been going. And there's an error at short. And again, I was too busy watching the game and didn't change the camera angle. But you probably got that right.
Yeah, you did.
So Khan reaches on an E6. And the Renegades, runners on first and second with none out. And their leading hitter for the season, Owen Harris, up to bat. Harris has been setting the world on fire this season. Consistent hitting. Also the Forest president. And he's put that straight up third base. And he's going to round third. Horsley's coming home. Choppy's going to second. He's going to slide. And he's hosed at third base. Great throw there from left field from Chris Hurley. So, a great shot there from Owen Harris, but the Renegades their own worst enemy there, pushing the extra base. Great play there from Chris Hurley in left field. Jeremy Markham takes ball one. Renegades with an early lead, 1-0. Second baseman holding Owen Harris. Big loopy pitch there from Todd Eisenhower. Jeremy Markham thought about it and then thought better of it. Markham ball in play left side.
Good pick.
And great play there from Luke Eisenhower, making the out at first base.
Didn't see him do anything like that for the big dogs.
Eisenhower with 2 walks and a hit by pitch in the previous game. Ben Smith, ball in play left side. Coming up throwing and off the bag. And Harris is rounded third, but he's going to get back. And Smith will come up on the error. Call that an error?
I don't know, he fielded it well.
Threw it off the bag.
I don't think he was quite off the bag. The first baseman just decided to come and get it.
And Benny Smith can thank Andrew Logue for the hit awarded.
You're scoring your team, so you can call it now if you want.
Up to bat now, Jake Campbell. Another Petersham Winter player. Smith leads at first. And he's off. Called strike.
Almost a triple Eisenhower connection there.
That's right.
Pitch comes in.
Todd Eisenhower to Matt Eisenhower, and almost a throw to Luke Eisenhower. So 2 runners to score now with Jake Campbell up to bat. Another good pitch there from Eisenhower. Campbell doesn't want a bar of it. He's going to have to fight now. Smith a long way off at second. That ball down and away, but fantastically picked by Matt Eisenhower behind the dish. Saves a run. Watches that ball down and in. 2 and 2. And he puts that one right side, but caught by the second baseman, Darren Levitt. And that'll retire the side with the Renegades taking an early lead, 1-0. Back here for the top of the second inning. Sharman on the mound. Alex Hammond up to bat. Ball called inside. That's a great pitch there from Sharman. Oh no, sorry, it's Matt Eisenhower up to bat. Didn't like that call. Fouls that one off. 2 strikes. Difficult customer to have hit against on 2 strikes, Sharman. Got a very fast fastball and a very good curve. And there's the curve, and he's found the outside corner. Beautiful pitch there. Eisenhower could do nothing but watch. That brings up Aaron Stevenson. Starts him at a curve, misses up. Stevenson can club a log ball. This is low. Horsley's standing very deep at shortstop. Can't quite get him on camera. That's a very quick pitch. Fouled off. That's a very quick pitch again. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And Stevenson finds himself in the predicament so many hitters have this summer. 2 strikes down against Sharman. Just got to put bat on ball here. And a swing and a miss, and he goes down swinging. That'll bring up Chris Hurley. Hurley also in the Manly State League squad. Strong pull hitter. Looks like Shawnee Elliott in left field, probably not hugging the line as close as he should. Starts that one straight down the pipe. Strike 1. Sharman with a beautiful curveball there. Finds the outside corner yet again. 0-2 on Hurley. Ben Smith better be ready here. And he's fouled that one off well. Fighting to stay in touch. Sharman making quick work so far. 22 pitches across 1.2 innings. And that's strike 3, swing and a miss. Harris comes up throwing, and he's thrown a rainbow, but Jeremy Markham has missed it. Terrible fielding here. No one's going to pick it up. That is absolutely rubbish from the Renegades. A drop third strike leading to a runner at second base. So a drop third strike, a throw off target. First base had the play, drops the ball, doesn't go to get it. Runner goes to 2. And we have a runner on second, tying run on second with Alex Hammond up to bat. Sure, Sharman wasn't impressed with that. Darts hammered out with a fastball in the outside corner. So Hammond, 0-2. Something going on with Owen Harris behind the dish here. Not 100% sure what's wrong.
Bit of sweat in the eyes, I think.
Probably still wondering what went wrong with that throw. And ball in play, right side. Imran Khan comes up, shelling piece for him, and that's the third out. The Renegades get out of trouble. The error doesn't cost them, and they'll go back into the dugout and talk about what went wrong with that drop third strike.
Apologies, we're just missing some commentary there. That was a hard hit into left field by Sean Elliott. And we had Adam Charman get caught up. He made a good jump heading to third, but Chris Hurley made the play from left field. Throwing it in to Wolf at second base, or playing shortstop rather. And Wolf just gets there in time before Charman was able to tag up. So it was a nice double play from left to second. And Sean Chivers now for the Renegades, looking at 1-0. Big swing by Sean Chivers. Haven't seen him swing like that since under 16s. And even then it was shaky. One-on-one's the count. All in the dirt there for ball 2. Sean filled in for Manly Futures in the first game today of our triple header. Ground ball to first base, if I remember correctly. And he'll definitely be looking to improve on that with this at bat, as that pitch is not called a strike. I've seen those given before, but no go for plate ump John Roberts, sorry.
Foul ball to Shivers.
Fills up the count.
Well, the crosses have been averted. The light banks have come on. Touch and go there for a minute.
That pitch fouled on top of the third base dugout. Luke Eisenhower at third base didn't even move. The count still full. Sean Chivers needs to protect here.
And he's popped that one over, and that's going to find a hole in the outfield. Turns at 1, looks at 2. Don't think he's going to go. So that double play will prove costly as Sean Chivers comes up big. Wasted run for the Renegades. Xavier Horsley comes up for his second at bat of the game. Got a hit to first base in his first at bat. Shivers, first base. Eisenhower checks. Ball inside. Horsley fouls that one off right side. Out of play. Struck 1. So the sun's setting here over Aquatic. The lights are going to start to take effect. The next half an hour or so may become difficult to see for the hitters. That ball finds the outside corner for a called second strike. Eisenhower goes inside. Ball bounces, giving ball 3. So we've got a full count here, I think. Sean Shivers will be moving on the pitch. 2 out, full count. We'll just keep an eye on Shivers over there. This could be a fine if he doesn't take off. On the pitch he goes, and it's a ball. So Horsley will take first base, and that'll bring up the evergreen Imran Khan. Some say he's as quick as when he was 21. Watches that first strike. Seconds holding Shivers. Not sure that's necessary. Khan watches that ball in the dirt.
Big foul ball there from Imran Khan. It was a nice swing, just couldn't get the connection he wanted. Todd Eisenhower just looking for that ground ball. Should be an easy play for all the infielders of Redbacks. Just needs to find a base. Runners are 1 and 2. Second comes in. Pickoff is not there. Decent pitch from Todd Eisenhower. It should be an easy catch, and sure enough it is. That will end the bottom of the third. No runs scored. So, going into the top of the third, the score remains Forest Renegades 1, Warringah Redbacks 0 on the Pro Car Automotive scoreboard.
Welcome back here. Adam Shum starts Darren Levitt off with a strike. Still a very close game. Renegades lead 1-0, top of the third. Another called strike. Sharman with a 3-pitch strikeout there, blows it straight past Darren Levitt. And that'll bring up Luke Eisenhower, playing his second game of the day.
Almost his third game. He nearly filled in for Manly Futures.
Is that right?
Game. The question was asked of him, but he respectfully declined.
Swing and a miss there for Eisenhower. Yes, one man can only do so much. He set up all the equipment here for the Eagles Baseball Sports Network today, and he's also playing in 2 games. Ball in play left side. Horsley comes up throwing, and Jeremy Markham has fluffed it again. He's down. Eisenhower and Markham. He's getting up very slowly here, Markham. Not sure if he took his eye off the ball there or what happened. We can all roll that back on the YouTube replay. Would have had the out there if he'd held onto the ball. I think he actually fell onto the bag. So in true Renegade scoring fashion, we'll score that as an error to Markham, because there is literally no justice. Sharman starts off with a strike again. Todd Eisenhower up to bat. Lead-off hitter for the Redbacks. Strike 2.
Not even sure you could define that as a swing.
I'm not sure what
he was
that
doing.
was there. I think Eisenhower got fooled. And he's put that one foul left side. Fighting to stay in touch here. Adam Sharman's curveball's breaking quite sharply here tonight. And Eisenhower's off on the steal. The ball's in play left side. Smith's coming up with a play and the throw, and Markham's missed it at left side. Eisenhower's gone to 3. He's going to come home. Runner's going to 2. Right field's gone to pick up the ball. Shivers has it. And another error for the Renegades. Well, I think the Renegades are going to have to do something soon. Jeremy Markham looks injured out there. Mark Richardson sitting on the bench. Plays a lot of first base.
Strike called there by the plate umpire. P-Father's not happy about it.
Todd Eisenhower looking like he may steal. Ball in play left side. Horsley comes up with a throw, and they finally make it out at first base. So that's 2 dead for the Redbacks. Worth noting that Glenn Murdoch missing for the Renegades today. Usually a very reliable third baseman and shortstop. And Rob Hoskin was supposed to start at shortstop today. Turned up for the 1:30 game. 4.5 hours too early. So he's not available either.
Or does he get sent home for rocking up at the wrong time?
Well, he's got maximum fines for the game. That was decided well hours ago. Great pitch there from Sharman. So the go-ahead run at third base. 2 out, 2 strikes. Harris has called time. Not 100% sure what's going on here. I think Harris is asking how big his foot is. That's the only possible explanation I can come up with for that.
Looks like over the course of the 3 games, the Baz box has kind of been wiped out.
And Hammond hits it hard left side. Smith comes up with the ball, lobs it up, and there's a great play there. And it's called out. On the tag from Markham. 3 big plays. I don't think we'll see Markham for the rest of this game. He's walking off very gingerly. And yes, we can see an instant replay there. He did get the tag. Wolves remonstrating over at first base, but it did look like on the instant replay that he got that tag in. Owen Harris up to bat here. Apologies, we're just having a chat on the hill. Went down there and had a chat with the Renegades dugout. Apparently they've got the commentary coming through. Everything's on a slight delay. Big loopy ball there. Owen Harris being very selective. And he's popped that one up. Eisenhower's made the run and made the catch. Harris will be disappointed in that. That brings up to bat Jeremy Markham. Suspect he'll be swinging for the fence because he won't be running. Absolute eternity in between pitches here. Starts with the ball up. Markham sits on that pitch inside. Markham's known for hitting the long ball, makes it look effortless. Been doing it for years, formerly with Manly State League, now with the Renegades. Leaves that one on the outside corner and called strike. Big shot into left centre field there for Jeremy Markham. He'll round first. He'll have a look at second. I don't think he'll go. He'll hold up there. And a typical Jeremy Markham hit there. Crush one into the alley. Leg out a long single. Eisenhower making his way back to the mound eventually. Ben Smith watches that ball down and out. Smith reached first on a ground at a shortstop in the first inning. Leaves that one in. That one's fouled away. Crowd building up on the hill here at Aquatic. Smith leaves that one inside to take the count to 3-1. On deck is Jake Campbell. Eisenhower kicks and deals. And a big swing from Smith, but he's got nothing of it. That'll bring the count full. Eisenhower about to bring up his half century of pitches. Leaves that. No, and it's called strike. So Smith walks off with a KC. And that's 2 out for the Renegades. That brings Jake Campbell to the plate. Campbell lined out to the second baseman in his first innings. Got a good piece of it on a full count. Unlucky, hit it straight at the second baseman. Jeremy Markham at first base. And he's done it again, hit it right side of the second baseman. Second baseman comes up and throws, and a 6'5" first baseman makes that catch at the very tip of his reach. That'll retire the side, and we've got a 1-1 ball game after 3. And we're back here for the top of the 4th. Sharman starts with a ball. Got Matt Eisenhower at the plate. Oh, Eisenhower lines one to left side. And Smith's overrun it, and he's hit the deck. So he's going to give up an extra base here. He's coming up throwing, but it's not going to be in time. And Matt Eisenhower with a lead-off double. Runner, no. First pitch swing from Stevenson. So some interesting decisions here for the Renegades fielding. Markham stayed in the game and moved to second base. Richardson is in at first base. Alan Harris has taken himself out of the game. We have Imran Khan catching. Runner goes, no. Khan picks it. Khan was a junior catcher. Doesn't do a lot of it these days. In fact, hardly any catching for the last 20 years. He gets crossed up there by Sharman, showing every bit of his rustiness. In the absence of Dinsdale, Dinsdale, Hoskin and Murdoch tonight, it's forced a few interesting fielding positions for the Renegades. There's a pick-off move. Safe at second. That ball's popped up. This is going to be a tough catch for Khan. He's sitting under it. And he's caught it. Fantastic catch there. Great effort for the young man. Obviously 20 years away from behind the dish hasn't hurt him that much. Some of the toughest catches there for catchers made it look easy. Starts with a beautiful strike. Chris Hurley up to bat. Had a few wonderful plays in the field already, Hurley. Great pitch there on the inside as well. Hurley doesn't like it. I guess we can all watch it on the replay. And I've just watched it on the replay and it looks like it was a very good pitch. Khan blocks that well. Throws his helmet halfway down to first base.
Hurley shows bunt on an 0-2 pitch.
Minor league.
Third grader.
And he's not struck him out. And everyone in the ground is wondering where that missed. But we'll see it on instant replay. Sharman shaking his head at that. He doesn't know where that missed. Well, it all evens itself out, doesn't it?
That one looked closer than the curveball.
Yes.
From my angle. Umpire saw it better, I'm sure.
Watch that again and again. I'm sure Sharman will later tonight. Thrown that one away. So 3 balls now. Full count. The normally cool Adam Sharman on the mound, looking slightly frustrated. And he strikes him out. Great pitch there from Sharman, coming back with his weapon of a fastball. And that's 2 out.
It's a pinch hitter in the form of
We've got
Brendan Hathwaite.
Hathwaite coming
Rocking
in
up
from
late.
State League. Travelled all the way back from Canterbury.
He'll be replacing Alex Hammond by the looks of it. Yeah.
That's right. Long chat going on in the middle here. I'm assuming Imran Khan's just going, can you slow down the pitching a bit? I haven't done this for a while. It's starting to hurt my hand. The Renegades may be better served just putting Hathwaite on base here and getting to Darren Levitt. Hathwaite can hit. Open base at first. And there's a runner going to 3. And he fouls it off. Matty Eisenhower will be running back to second base. Hurting after catching the whole game. He won't enjoy that. Will be interesting to see what Imran Khan's arm is like on the throw over. And fouls up the first base side. And a check swing. So Hathwaite quickly 0-2.
The Cockatoos are out today.
Certainly some screeching. It's none of my kids who appear to be over on the skating ramp with no shoes on. That's fantastic. Don't tell my wife. And there's a pick off here, and we're going to third base. And Eisenhower is tagged, and he's out.
It looks like he avoided the first tag, but in doing
Did a
so,
good job
came
of
off
trying
the
to
bag.
evade it, but he will not enjoy having to trudge back and put on the catching gear after that.
The question's being asked, but field ump.
Yeah, so
apologies for not
100%
knowing.
right there, Andrew. On the replay, we can see that he missed on the first tag, but he overslid the base and tagged him trying to get back.
So the score will remain 1-1. What a game we have on our hands.
This is what the crowds came to watch.
And we're back for the bottom of the fourth. Leading off for the Renegades is... I'm not actually sure who that is. My apologies. Pop fly in the right field. Right in the Bermuda Triangle. It lands fair. Apologies for our cameras at the moment. That was Adam Charman, sorry. Leading off, popping that into right field. Shallow right field. And it'll bring up the number 8 hitter, Sean Elliott. Pick off attempt. Just checking the runner. Make sure he's not going anywhere. Charman last, was it first inning, second inning, whichever inning it was. Getting caught up in that double play from left field to second. So he'll definitely be wanting to make sure he's got his head on straight for this inning of base running. Runner goes, big throw by Matt Eisenhower, not in time. I believe that was a ball or was it a strike? It was a ball. Charman does advance to second base in scoring position. Sean Elliott will be looking for a similar hit to he had last time, just trying to avoid an outfielder. Chris Hurley making a good catch for Sean's last at bat. He drills that into left field along the ground. Will advance the runner, and it's Brendan Hathwaite now up at left field. Looks like Hurley's been moved to right field. And some good aggressive base running by Sean Elliott. He advances to second on the throw in from Brendan Hathwaite. I think Brendan might have thought that Charman was heading home and he just tunnel vision threw that ball straight in. A little bit unnecessary to go for home plate. But it does allow Sean Elliott to get himself into scoring position on what should just be a base hit. And now Sean Chivers comes up to bat. Let's see if he can swing as hard as he did as his first at bat. Frustration there from Chivers. Really wanted to get hold of that. Bit high for him. Sean, just a ground ball to third base at Luke Eisenhower at third base. You can't beat the throw. The runner's unable to advance. Luke Eisenhower did very well to check the runners, make sure they didn't go anywhere, and then make that throw over to first base. It is only the first out of the inning, and it will turn the lineup over, bringing up Xavier Horsley. As co-commentator John Parent returns.
Thanks, Andrew. So, one out. The go-ahead run on third. Xavier Horsley up to bat. And he's fouled that one off. Just pulled off the swing a bit there. Lila, just go and sit on the chair there above where I can see you, okay? Oh. Can you, when you finish that, bring your iPad down, okay? Called Wild strike there for Horsley. Horsley needing to put ball in play here. And he has. He's put that shallow left.
Oh,
Here comes the throw. And it's safe. And it's gone well wide. Sean, I don't know what he's doing. He's round a third. Got himself in a little bit of trouble there.
I think it might have. Did that hit the umpire, John? You had a little bit better view
Yes,
than
it
I
has.
did.
It hit the umpire and it saved the Redbacks a run. That ball was heading straight to the back fence.
Quite unlike Brendan Hathwaite to let a ball drop like that in front of him.
Yeah.
Perhaps a bit tired from his drive from Canterbury.
Oh, and Khan has got under that. And that's a waste of an at bat there. Need to put ball on the ground. So it's up to Mark Richardson now with 2 out. Swings at the first pitch, pulls well off it. Richardson's batting very well for the Forest Masters team, the Mavericks. So he's used to playing under lights up here this year. And he's put that one into play as well, and that's caught by Fathers. Fantastic catch in centre field. And that's going to kill the inning. An excellent catch there by Pete Fathers.
Not much gets past him in centre field. Score now 2-1 to the Renegades.
Welcome back. Adam Sharman's still on the mound for the Renegades, top of the 5th. Brendan Hathwaite at bat. Ball 2. Starts with a hit up to left field. Rounding to go to 2. Throws coming in. Safe. So lead off double there to Hathwaite. Done that in the last inning. Would have scored a run. Lights have taken full effect here now. That ball, check swing, almost goes fair. Is this Simon Loud?
It might be, you know.
Simon Loud's made a cameo from State League as well. So he'll be batting for Darren Levitt. I'm going to make another sub out of my game changer.
Looks like Simon needs to make an appearance to make sure he has enough appearances ready for semis.
That's right. There'll be a few guys in this team that'll be struggling to make their qualification. Loud and Hathwaite would be 2 of them.
And Hurley.
And Loud strikes out with a swing and a miss. That will bring Luke Eisenhower to the plate with 1 out. Runner on second.
Redbacks should finish on 11 games played. So Simon, Brendan Hathwaite and Chris Hurley will need to make sure they've played at least 6, I believe.
Yeah, but washouts count as games played. So that'll help. Been a couple of washouts this season.
Too many, unfortunately.
And unfortunately, we had a COVID round before Christmas,
Of course,
which won't
yes.
obviously count towards anything. That's been moved to the end of the season. Oh, no,
Next
that's this
week?
game. This game.
No, I believe next week is the COVID round.
Yes, right.
This is the heatwave round, I believe.
Ah, yes, we've had it all this season. Washouts, heat waves, COVID. How good is baseball?
Let the kids play.
Sharman moves to second. Hathwaite can be a bit of bunny on the bases.
Although in saying that, big shout out to Joe Weller for getting these grounds in a playable condition over the last couple of days.
Absolutely. Noel Markham on A1.
Yes, no
Joe
Markham
Weller
as well.
on A2 and A3. Outstanding effort. There's a strike there. Not sure where Luke Eisenhower's going.
Tried to sell it, but the umpire just simply not buying it.
Horsley again fielding well back on the dirt, and it's a swing and a miss from Eisenhower. So 2 strikes now, and the count is full. Back to the top of the order after this. Todd Eisenhower up. Big pitch coming up in the context of this game. Oh, and that's a pick off to about 17 feet wide of second base.
On the money, but he been banging the chest.
Absolutely. Threw it straight at Jez, who hadn't gone anywhere near the base. Meanwhile, Owen Harris watches on from the dugout. Clearly not taking this game too seriously. And that's a swing and a miss on a high fastball. I won't say anything because I know Luke will watch this back later.
I'll say something. He's usually quite a patient batter, Luke, so a bit unlike him to be chasing that high fastball.
Todd Eisenhower meandering his way to the plate. He'll get there eventually.
Two dead now.
It's a good fight back from Sharman after a lead-off double. This is where Hathwaite could get a bit jumpy. Great pitch to start him off, but called ball low. Sharman unhappy with that. And ball straight back to Sharman. He'll go to first. They'll make the out, and the side is retired.
And at the end of the top of the fifth, Renegades lead Redbacks 2-1 on the Procar Automotive scoreboard.
Welcome back here, bottom of the fifth, 2-1 to the Renegades. Jeremy Markham up to bat. Todd Eisenhower still on the mound. Both pitchers with low pitch counts. That ball inside. Markham, 2 balls, no strikes. Just under half an hour here to play as Markham takes ball 3. So we'll probably get one more inning after this. Can only imagine Sharman will pitch the game out. 3-0. And ball inside. Markham takes a 4-pitch walk. Benny Smith up to bat now. Watches strike one across the plate. Can't imagine Markham will be going anywhere at first base. Eisenhower not even bothered to check. That's dropped in perfectly, but not called. Catcher upset. One and one. That's a beautiful pitch there from Eisenhower. So Smith now watched 3 pitches across the plate, 2 of them strikes. Not sure what the Renegades are waiting for. There he swings at that one, foul ball. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the minor league president, Helen White's online watching the live stream. Shout out to Helen. Smith puts a ball in play left side. That's found a gap and out through to left side. So that'll be a single to Ben Smith to left field. And the Renegades will have runners at first and second with none out in the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up Jake Campbell to the plate. Campbell's grounded out to the right side and lined out to the right side so far in his 2 at-bats today. He'll be looking perhaps to pull something somewhere different this time. That ball's inside. With Jeremy Markham at second, I can't imagine any of the runners will be going anywhere. Ben Smith's got wheels over at first base. Oh, and the Mosquitoes are out here at Aquatic. And he's popped that one up left side. If runners have called it. They've called an infield fly. It's taken anyway by Luke Eisenhower. And again, the Renegades just can't seem to get the clutch hits on the ground when it's needed. So that brings up Adam Sharman. He's been doing the job all night on the mound, and now the Renegades are going to rely on him to get it done in the batter's box as well. Ooh, and he almost hits him on that inside curveball. On deck is Sean Elliott, who came up with a clutch single to left field in his last at bat. And he's lined that one left side. Haythwaite's not going to get to it. He's going to come up throwing somewhere home, but there's no play on. And the Renegades have bases loaded with 1 out.
That's twice now Haythwaite has been caught throwing it home for, I don't want to say unnecessary reasons, but questionable perhaps.
Certainly a need to hit the cut on that play. Propensity for that throw to have gone anywhere.
What we saw in his last throw, it was a bit wild, and then Redbacks got lucky with it hitting the umpire,
wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the one.
So Sean Elliott looking to come up clutch here again. The Renegades will be hoping for a ball to the back fence that'll give them an easy run and break the force. Always the risk here at Aquatic one. Long back fence. Watches that ball up.
There's a very nice welcomed breeze.
Just starting to blow across,
right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Keep that up. It's a balmy night here.
Might have to get my jumper soon.
It's not that cold. This one on the outside, not called. So pressure on Eisenhower here. 2 balls. A walk will cost them a run. Sean Shivers on deck. And then back to the top of the Renegades lineup.
I think my sunburn will keep me nice and toasty.
Yeah,
for the rest of the evening.
Very pink there, mate. And it takes ball 3 up. So if Sean Elliott takes the bat off his shoulder for this pitch, I can imagine that the court sessions after the game will be very expensive. Eisenhower in the wind-up and throws it straight down the pipe for a called strike. So the green light now for Sean Elliott. Do something special. Despite both teams missing a number of players tonight, seems to be quite a bit of tension out there. Smith, Elliott comes up. He's hit it to first. He's going to beat this one out. No one's covering first base, and he's come up with an infield single to second base.
Bit of miscommunication there from the Redbacks.
So the first baseman's gone to pick up the ball, hasn't got to it. Second baseman's come up with it. Eisenhower hasn't gone to the base early enough. And Elliott, with his wheels, was always going to make that to first base before Eisenhower. So the Renegades score a run. They go out to 3-1, and that'll bring up Sean Shivers, the left-hander, with an opportunity to break this game wide open. Renegades will be hoping Shivers can do a job here with the top of their order coming up. Ball's out and away. So a lot of speed on the bases for the Renegades now, and I don't say that often. Most of the team dating over 40.
Would Sean Shivers be the youngest in the team?
Sean Shivers or Xavier Horsley, not 100% sure. Obviously, Sean Shivers, a wonderful helper with both Manly and Forest Baseball, devotes a lot of his time to the development of the young kids in the club, both at Forest and Manly. Rep coach, often at the sacrifice of the rest of his own game time. Fouls that ball off left side. He's missed a lot of Renegades game time this year, coaching the Manly Futures in the minor league competition. I don't think I've ever heard him once complain.
He absolutely loves it, the big fella. Definitely a future Manly Sailor coach, that's for sure.
Absolutely. He's had the right mentors too. I think he grew up playing under Brian Murphy at Forest. A bit of Joe Weller as well. I don't think you could ask for 2 better senior members of the game to bring you through the junior ranks. So it brings the count to 3-1 here for Shivers. And he's fouled that one off. So we go to count full. Have to fight something off here. And the runners are going to have to break up a double play. Interesting story, Shawnee Elliott Hadn't played a lot of baseball in his time. Very, very good ice hockey player. His brother has a Stanley Cup ring.
Wow.
Sean's an excellent ice hockey player in his youth and found baseball at a late age, and he's just worked his way up through the grades. And there we go. Shivers puts the ball in play, and it's taken a nasty hop. And that is, who's that at shortstop?
I believe that's Simon Loud.
Simon Loud has had a nasty hop at shortstop. Let the ball get past, and there's a runs coming home. So I'm going to score that a hit because it's aquatic, and no one fields the ball at shortstop. If they
The
let it
infamous
bounce.
aquatic bounce. We saw that last night in the senior league game.
I'm not sure what's going
On
on
A2.
here. They're debating something, the two Eisenhower boys. I think they're just staring at each other lovingly. Obviously, that's happened a lot over the dinner table over the last 20-odd years, but I'm not quite sure what they're discussing this time.
Were there
They
even
might
words
be arguing
exchanged?
it may have been an interference call and the runner going to third base, perhaps.
Ah.
Whatever it is. Xavier Horsley's in the box now. The score's gone 4-1 and loaded bases, and it remains 1 out. And he's almost hit Horsley in the head there. I'm not sure why he just didn't headbutt it and take the base, but young kids, can't train them. Sean Elliott taking a suicidal lead at second base if someone wants to. And Horsley's popped that right side, but it's going to go foul. Yeah, just to finish that story, took baseball up at a late age, started in Forest 4th grade in winter and worked his way up, and always wanting to play at a higher and higher level, finds himself in the Renegades, and he's performing very, very well in the team. That ball in the dirt, Xavier Horsley leaves it, Eisenhower picks it up. Runners don't advance. Fantastic bloke too, Sean Elliott. He's not only playing, he's coaching one of the Forest junior teams. In fact, I think there's 6 or 7 junior coaches amongst the Renegades squad. So putting their money where their mouth is, and where they're training the kids and teaching them what to do and putting it out on the field, as Horsley fouls that one off as well.
Always good to see the Forest seniors giving back to the club.
Absolutely. I think that's one thing that all clubs are now focusing a bit more on. It's typically not been something we've been very good at Manly, with the seniors aligning with the juniors, but it's certainly something that is happening more and more now, and it's fantastic to see. I see a lot of the guys out in the Redbacks who are coaching the junior teams this year. It's only going to be good for the game long term. And Horsley puts that ball in play, and it could be a double. Not with Horsley, though. He's too quick, and he's at first base almost by the time the runners reached second. So no surprise there. Horsley puts one on the ground in the infield and legs it out. There's a fielder's choice at second base. Another run comes home, and the Renegades take a 5-1 lead.
Redbacks need to finish this inning in the next 3 minutes or so.
So Imran Khan, he has come up and swung early at a lot of pitches tonight. I think he might take a look at one potentially here. It's 2 out. Horsley on first. Lightning speed. He will be going. I can't imagine he'd be staying still. And there's the pick. Oh, and I've hit the wrong camera. That was why I was there. So smart move there from Todd Eisenhower, just keeping Xavier Horsley honest. And let's watch the takeoff from Horsley here, as he will no doubt be stealing. There's the pitch, and he's gone, and he'll make it easily, as Matt Eisenhower can't glove that pitch. That's a ball. So Imran Khan with 2 to score to really break this game open for the Renegades. They've been well below their best today, but grinding it out, and with only a minute to go, a hit here would certainly seal the game. Imran, or Choppy as he's known to his mates, having a good chat with the umpire. As he cops that ball, and he doesn't like it, Imi, not a fan of getting beamed.
Thankfully, that was an off-speed pitch.
Yeah, nothing too much to hurt him there. True story, Imran, growing up, was one of the youngest umpires coming through the ranks and was in line to be the youngest ABL umpire in history at one point, I understand. And decided to focus on his playing career, ended up playing under 18s for the Manly State League and won a state title back in 95, 96. You do the maths, how old he is now?
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah, he was the catcher in the grand final, Oriole Stadium, 1996. Tyborn Corsi got the win for Manly against Cronulla. And I understand that Manly will be celebrating that fact, 25-year anniversary of that 1996 State League Championship for their under-18s on Saturday in their game against Ryde. The whole team's been asked back up. So hopefully we see lots of familiar faces coming back up to Aquatic next Saturday. That ball's down the pipe and called strike. Mark Richardson here. Little League minor twins coach. 2 boys playing for the Forest Club.
Clock just ticking over to 8:20 now.
So that's the game over. So this is just batting practice now for the Renegades as Richardson fouls this one off into the car park. Bag's not getting that. Doesn't
Sure
look like
anyone's
anyone's
gonna get
getting that. Batting team's ball. The Renegades not known for being athletic or actually doing anything other than the bare minimum.
I see 2 Forest players standing over there, but
One of
no
them's
one's
turned
gonna get
around.
it.
I'd say he'll probably put that in his back pocket and head home. Or he's just turning around and going home without getting the ball. No, I think he's gone to get it. So Eisenhower decides he's going to actually pitch the ball now. So we're all waiting to crack open the esky at the end of this game. Richardson 2 out. And another foul ball. So we're going to wait a long time if no one's picking these up because there's only 2 balls in play, are there? No. Robbo's got a 3rd. That's lucky.
After this one, we might be struggling. After this ball.
Oh,
no, here it
had one
comes.
come in. So really hoping that Mark Richardson can get on base here because Jeremy Markham's due up and he is overdue a bases loaded home run. I would love to see a grand slam before we go home tonight. And that ball's back to the back fence and here comes the runner from home. Just rubbing salt into the wound. Sean Elliott scores on the wild pitch. So that'll take the score to 6-1. Still 2 out. That also breaks up the force. So Richardson will be looking to put a ball in play left side and hoof it out. He's got fantastic wheels for a 50-year-old. And he's put that right side, but foul. Unlucky there. That ball was close. Would have brought 2 runners in. Quality at bat here. Fighting off the pitches. Todd Eisenhower's pitch counts broke the century. So runners on 2nd and 3rd. 2 strikes. Got no idea how many balls.
Full count.
Full count. So Richardson.
On bicycling. This could be the last pitch of the game.
That's not what the crowds want, Logie.
No, I don't want to ball 4 though. I want to swing.
I want to see a bases loaded Jeremy Markham up to bat. And Richo fouls off another one. Fantastic at bat here. Really making Eisenhower work for the out. Not giving up his wicket. True story.
Another one.
Another one. Mark Richardson. Used to play county cricket over in the UK. Is a cricketer for most of his life. Again, another guy that found baseball late in his life. Used to play for the Mossman Club and absolutely fell in love with the game and realised he'd wasted his life. He's making up for lost time now. And he put that ball in play, and that's a hit up the centre. It's Loud's dropped it. Loud's come up with an error, and the runner's coming home. Here it comes. Here's the throw, and he's safe.
Oh. Much to the disbelief of the Redbacks.
Well, I think you can watch that in instant replay, but I'm pretty sure he got under the tag here. And we'll see it here. Our first runner comes home. Eisenhower's dropped the helmet and walked away. Realised the throw's coming home. Yeah, and I think he's...
That's close.
Close,
It's
yeah.
very close.
He's dropped the tag on his hip. It's whether or not his feet hit the plate first, and I think that's a fair enough call. But I am a Renegade, so let's say I'm slightly one-eyed on that.
I think had it been called the other way, that would have been hard to argue.
I'm surprised the umpire didn't, just to call time and game. So good job, Robbo. We get to see Jeremy Markin come up to bat.
So that scored 2 there.
That scored 2 on the error
8-1.
at shortstop. And that's blown the score out to 8-1 now, which is not an accurate reflection of this game at all. But Markham is not leaving anything in the tank here. He knows exactly where this game's at, and no one's come to watch him get short singles. That ball outside. Eisenhower does well to pick that up.
So, John, just as this game ends, big game next week, Forest Derby.
Forest Derby, everyone's been looking forward to it. I think, there was Forest Derby in the first game of the season, and Jeremy Markham leaves nothing in the tank on a huge strikeout swing. And that will be time and game as the Forest Renegades win 8-1 against the Redbacks and continue their unbeaten run this season. Thanks for joining us on Eagle Baseball Sports Network. We're going to sign off, crack open the esky. It is park ball. That's what we're all really here for. Hope you've enjoyed the telecast, and go Manly.
Big thanks, John, for stepping in today as well on behalf of EBSN.
Pleasure. I've got to go
Really
find my
appreciate it.
kids.
All good. Thanks for joining.